Gentlemen, I am back for another video, and I'm not done talking about the recent Nintendo Direct. Now, before I continue, I just want to say that it actually is really awesome that there's a lot of people out there who really love this Nintendo Direct. I think that's awesome. I think that's great. Retro Gaming Fusion, Paper Banjo, I believe, too. Many others on just my own YouTube channel alone have actually stated that they really enjoyed this Nintendo Direct, and that's pretty good. I'm happy that you guys were able to enjoy it, and I'm happy that there's a lot of other big YouTubers out there who genuinely enjoyed it as well. There's definitely a lot of JRPG fans who love the hell out of it. They're eating very well, and one of the problems I have is that they're always eating well. Every single fucking Nintendo Direct has a shit ton of JRPGs, and look, I'm trying not to get too pissed off about it, but I'm really getting sick and tired of it. The over-representation for JRPGs is ridiculous, especially when it comes to Nintendo. It's like every single Nintendo Direct's gotta have like half of the video games be JRPG games, okay? I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of that. Now, again, if you loved it, if you enjoyed it, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. I really am. I'm genuinely happy for you guys, but I want you guys to see things from my point of view, from my perspective, and understand why it is that this Nintendo Direct absolutely got me really pissed off, all right? Now, on the bright side, their stock did drop a little bit, so I ended up purchasing another, I think, 15 shares or so this morning, and I hope that their stock continues to go down so I could purchase more. If they could go down like underneath $5, that would be so freaking good. I hope it goes down to like $2. If I'm being honest, I really hope it drops down to $2. We're not going to get another Nintendo Direct, I don't think, until maybe September. Who knows? We probably won't even get one until freaking, March at this point. It's no telling what Nintendo's going to do next, because they seem so freaking unpredictable these days, and usually that's a good thing, but recently it has not really been that good of a thing. And I'm going to be explaining what I think is going on, or what my fear is right now in regards to Nintendo. But there's a chance that we're not going to get another Direct until maybe September if we're lucky, and hopefully by then, their stocks would be around less than $5 per share. And if that happens, I advise many of you guys to download the Robinhood app. This video is not being sponsored by Robinhood. This is just something that I'm doing. Download the Robinhood app and try to deposit at least more than $2,000 if you can, and try to get as many shares of that as you possibly can. My goal right now is to try to get more than 1,000 shares. I'm at 560 or so. I'm hoping I could get 1,000. I'm really hoping I could get like 2,000 shares. I really want to get a lot of these shares before Nintendo does something big and it goes right back up to where they were like a year ago, which was about $26 per share. They're at $11 right now per share. So if I could guess more than $2,000 per share and they go right back up to $25 or so, that's going to be a lot. That's going to be a good amount of money I make right there, and it's probably going to be the most I've ever made buying and selling shares in general. So just something you guys should definitely look out for. Now, again, that's the only good thing about this latest Direct being a complete piece of shit, in my opinion. I understand a lot of people loved it. I understand also, Retro Gaming Fusion makes a good point, that it would have been much bigger had, that piece of shit, Nate the Hate, not spoil the fucking Ocarina of Time reveal. That fucking idiot had to just go spoiling shit as he always does. And you got these dumbass YouTubers who immediately just get on YouTube and then they start talking about the thing that he's leaking, he's spoiling, and then these same dumb fuckers want to get mad at Nintendo when, the thing isn't just that exciting or whatever. And yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of them too. I saw some comments on other videos saying they unsubscribed from every single YouTuber who spoiled that leak. That's what everybody should be fucking doing right now. Unsubscribe from these fucking cocksuckers, right? Unsubscribe from that dumbass Nintendo Prime. Fuck him. Fuck Nintendo Land. Fuck all of these guys who they care so much about their own damn YouTube channel. They gotta go fucking spoiling shit. Alright? Unsubscribe from them. Don't fucking watch them. Subscribe to this channel and other good channels out there that don't fucking talk about leaks and spoilers, right? I'm getting sick and tired of shit. Now, here's the thing about that, though, guys. Here's the thing. Even though that was spoiled, here's what wasn't spoiled, okay? Xenoblade Genesis, that wasn't spoiled for us, all right? And then, of course, there's Kingdom Hearts 4. That was like a genuine surprise. Even though it's already been confirmed that that game was in the works, this was like the first little teaser, and it was a big deal that it was on a Nintendo Direct. Because from what I understand, there's probably a lot of people out there who only bought a PlayStation just to play the Kingdom Hearts games. They ain't got to do that no more. They ain't got to do that. They could just buy it now on the Nintendo Switch 2. So that is good. It'd be better if it was exclusive. And a lot of people are like, you really think that? Shut the fuck up, alright? I don't care. I wish Nintendo would somehow just get that game and make it exclusive to their hardware. But nevertheless, yes, that was a big deal. That was a genuine surprise. It's too bad I'm not really a big fan of the Kingdom Hearts series like that. Maybe it's something I'll get into in the near future. I don't know. But for those who know me pretty damn well, I really only care about Nintendo first-party exclusives. And you know what? There was not enough of them in this entire presentation. This entire presentation, which I believe was 56 minutes long, it was way too many third-party games. I believe the first 25 minutes of that presentation, most of those third-party games were games we already knew about. Alright? Games that were already revealed by PlayStation and Xbox. Why the fuck are they showing us those games in a damn Nintendo Direct presentation? They had the partner showcases for that. That should have all been saved for partner showcases. And so here's my big worry right now, because I just saw a video from DocTrey81, who is a stupid piece of shit. He's a fucking Democrat, liberal fucking peanut head, alright? I'm just gonna say it. I don't like him. Think he's full of shit on most things. He's always pretending to be right. Like, he acts like he's always right and never wrong, but he's been wrong numerous times about numerous things, alright? But that being said, he did say something that really greatly pissed me off or whatever, and it pisses me off because I do not fucking want this to be true. And he said that he thinks that Nintendo is watching closely at Grand Theft Auto 6 and when they're going to be revealed, when the game's going to actually drop. As if to say that the reason Nintendo's not really, putting a release date on some of their games is because they don't want to release it too close to GTA 6. And if that's true, that is some fucking bullshit. That is complete horseshit. Nintendo shouldn't be acting like fucking pansies like everybody else. If anything, they should be dropping as many fucking games close to GTA 6 as possible, just to show them they don't give a shit. That's who Nintendo used to be. Now we got a different guy running the show. We got a numbers guy, Furukawa, or whatever his name is. He's a fucking dork. He's all about numbers. That's his whole thing. You never see him in Nintendo Directs. You never see him getting behind the camera and talking and interacting with us. You don't see that. You're right? That kind of shows me he ain't that passionate about Nintendo. He doesn't seem like a guy who's all about Nintendo. He's a big Nintendo fanboy or anything like that. Just a big numbers guy, looking at numbers all day. Doesn't want to get in front of the camera. He just wants to hide in the corner somewhere just looking at fucking numbers. All right? And you know what? If it is true that he is basically trying to avoid launching a game next to GTA 6 like everybody else is doing, like all these other fucking cowards are doing, that's gonna piss me off because it makes Nintendo look weak. And you know what? Doing that just gives Rockstar more power. That's what that does. It gives them more power. It pushes this narrative and this idea that they are just so big and untouchable. You can't compete with them, so don't even drop a game near GTA 6. And I'm getting sick and tired of that bullshit. It's kind of like, it's like the word inflation, right? Inflation. People hear the word inflation, right? Oh, gas, the price of gas went up. Inflation, therefore, every other stupid-ass business, store, whatever, they all just jack up their prices because they heard the fucking word inflation. It's just a damn word. It's just a damn word, folks. But you give so much power to this word that it ends up becoming true. Inflation ends up actually happening because stupid asses, they just hear inflation. Oh, inflation, I gotta jack up my prices because everything is high now, inflation. That's what people are doing right now with this stupid ass Grand Theft Auto 6 game. Oh, it's GTA 6, it's gonna sell like 1 billion copies, I better not release my game so close. I just saw the other day, I don't know who it was, but someone's remaking Godzilla Destroy All Monsters. That's a game that I got for Christmas for my GameCube. It came out first for the Nintendo GameCube, then later for the Xbox. I think a year later. Yeah, they're remaking that game. I'm gonna be honest, it looks like dog shit compared to the original. I hate the way, it just looks so bland. The color palette looks extremely bland. I fucking hate that. I really don't like that. Every one of these photorealistic games or whatever, especially when it's a game being remade, to have these photorealistic visuals, it always has to look bland and ugly. That pisses me off. But you know what doesn't piss me off? The fact that they're actually releasing that game in November, not giving a shit about GTA 6. They're releasing that game in November. They don't give a fuck that GTA 6 is coming out the same month. I commend them for that, and for that reason, I'm probably gonna get that game. Just because they had the balls to just be like, we don't give a fuck about Rockstar or GTA 6, we're releasing our game the same month as well. Nintendo should say, you know what, Ocarina of Time Remake is going to be released in November on the same fucking day that GTA 6 comes out. That's what they should be doing. But if they got this fucking pansy-ass dork, Furukawa, saying, no, we can't do that because GTA 6 is going to sell very well, you know what? It's time for a change in leadership. They need to sack his ass, throw him back to wherever he was before, and have somebody who's actually a passionate Nintendo fan take his place. Somebody who's actually very passionate about the company, and they're just not all about the damn numbers like he is. And this kind of brings me to my next point, is the fact that it feels like this guy is allowing the third-party games to basically carry the system. It's like, okay, it's powerful enough to get all these third-party titles, so we just need to keep on letting third-party titles take over. Let them do all of the legwork. Let them carry the system. Let's not bother releasing too many first-party games. If that's what they're doing, that is fucking horseshit. Guys, if you remember the launch of the Nintendo Switch, they had a shit ton of exclusive games. Some of them were third-party exclusive, some of them were first-party exclusives. But regardless, they had a killer lineup of first-party games in their first couple of years, few years for that matter. They were going so freaking hard with the Nintendo Switch. It was the complete opposite of the Wii U. And now, for whatever strange, mysterious fucking reason, suddenly it's like we're seeing less first-party games. And look, we still have way more first-party games and exclusives than the competition, way more than PlayStation and more than Xbox. But the fact that it's significantly less than the Switch, that's complete fucking horseshit. Nintendo has gotten bigger since then. Much bigger. Much bigger. There's no fucking excuse for this. They have the greatest and richest library in the world of first-party games, of franchises, of intellectual property. They have it, yet there's so many of them just, floating around in obscurity, and they're over here just, launching just a couple of games, one game a month, or sometimes just one game every other month. I think we've had a few months now that didn't really have a launch of any game, if I'm not mistaken. It just doesn't feel, it feels very lackluster to me. It really does. They were releasing way more games during the Switch. Now we got a better console, more powerful console, and it seems like we're seeing way more fucking announcements for third-party games than first-party games. And that is what is pissing me the hell off. That they're suddenly doing things differently. So fucking stupid. Instead of sticking to what works, sticking to what is better for them in the long term, they seem to be looking more at short-term success. Let's just get as many people to understand that the Switch 2 is capable of playing third-party games. And that's not fucking good at all. None whatsoever. Nintendo should be doubling down, tripling down on first-party exclusives. We should be seeing 2 big games per month, all right? And people are going to say, that's overwhelming, that's too many, because, we can't afford those games and the third-party. Then stop buying the fucking third-party games and just buy the first-party Nintendo games. Nintendo needs to continue with that mindset. Look, this is how many awesome games we're giving to you guys. Don't bother buying the third-party games, only buy the first-party Nintendo games. That should be their damn mindset. And right now, what I'm seeing is the complete opposite of that. I'm seeing a Nintendo that's basically like, yeah, we're gonna lay off on first-party games, and we're gonna let, third-party games have their shine. And that's fucking horseshit. They cannot fucking do that. And if that's what they're doing, there needs to be a change in leadership. I don't like it one bit. Don't fucking like it one bit. Especially when the vast majority of the success for the Nintendo Switch was their first-party exclusives. Okay? Oh, and by the way, you know what game didn't come to the Nintendo Switch? GTA 5. One of the best-selling games of all time. And guess what? How many people still bought a damn Nintendo Switch despite that stupid-ass game not being on a system? 150 million or so people. Okay? 155 million systems of the Nintendo Switch were sold despite not having the biggest game of all fucking time. So we don't need to be doing this bullshit, this pansy-ass game or whatever, of just, releasing a game not too close to GTA 6 or whatever. They don't need to be doing that stupid shit. People are still going to be buying their system, still going to be buying their games. I guarantee you. You really think no one's going to buy Ocarina of Time Remake if it's launched on the same exact day as Grand Theft Auto 6? I guarantee you, if anything, that will probably get more people to buy it. They'll be like, oh wow, it's, Ocarina of Time is being launched on the same day as GTA 6. That's what they should be doing. But if they're not doing that, that tells me there's a problem with the leadership. It's not the same as it used to be. Nintendo has always had this go-getter mindset, and this fucking Furukawa guy, I don't know. There's something about him that's starting to really piss me off. I've already known about how he doesn't really put himself out there. He doesn't go, he's never on the Nintendo Directs. He's never there talking in front of the camera. He's never really doing any of that. But I was okay. I was like, whatever, we don't have to see him. But lately, what I've been seeing with the Nintendo Directs, how we went 9 months without a Nintendo Direct, and the first Direct we finally freaking get is extremely third-party heavy and only has a few announcements for first-party games. And to make things even worse, we only get like 30 seconds of some of these first-party games. I mean, Dust Bloods only gets about 15 seconds. Ocarina of Time maybe got a full minute, and it was not much to see. The fact that I'm seeing so much of this bullshit, it's making me starting to question this guy, as a leader. It comes across as being very spineless, and it also seems like he just does not have that Nintendo philosophy drilled into him. If he's gonna take a step back and let third party do all of the fucking caring for the system. And let me just make something very clear to you guys, because a lot of people will say, bro, we still got lots of games coming. I understand that. I get that we still have tons of awesome games coming. I've already pre-ordered Star Fox. I've already pre-ordered Splatoon Raiders, okay? I have not forgotten the fact that we still have a lot of games coming, okay? That, my worry or concern right now is not the fact that we're going to be, we're going to go through some kind of a drought when it comes to video games. It's nothing like that at all, except for the fact that, what are we getting after this summer? What are we getting during the fall? What are we getting during the winter? Are there going to be any games launching during, September, November, October, December? What are we getting anything during those months at all? Are we getting anything? Or is this new president of ours, is he being a fucking pussy and choosing not to, release any games until we find out whether GTA 6 actually does come out November 6th? Or is it going to be a thing where if the game gets delayed, then suddenly we're going to get announcements from the games dropping, in November, September? Is it going to be that kind of thing? I do care about the video games, and I will be the first to tell you that the Switch 2 has a great library of video games already. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Kirby Air Riders, Hyrule Warriors, what else? So you got Mario Kart World. We already have some really good games. The Mario Tennis Fever, that's a pretty good one too. It could be a lot better, but it's still a pretty good game. We have great games, and we have great games coming very soon. Star Fox, Splatoon Raiders, right? Dust Bloods, but we still need to see more of that game. There's a lot of games we need to see more of. Regardless, we still have a lot of great games, and the system is still worth purchasing. But you know what? I feel like right fucking now, they had the perfect opportunity to just fucking stomp on PlayStation's throat and just take them out. They had the fucking perfect opportunity, and yet they're not fucking taking it. That's what's pissing me off here. They're not doing it. PlayStation right now sucks ass. They don't have jack shit to offer. The few first-party games that they do have to offer are games people don't really care about. All right, Ghost of Yotei did not really sell that well, considering all the hype that it was getting, considering all of the fake reviews it was getting, all these, reviewers giving them good scores and high praise. They didn't really sell all that well. Their last game, what was it? What was their last stupid game? Sorrows? That piece of shit game? Yeah, like nobody's buying that shit. And there was, just recently, there was like an article, or there was news that came out that like sales for PlayStation's first party games are down by 41% or something huge like that. Like nobody's buying their first party games. So why the fuck is Nintendo over here not giving people the first party games, not showing off the first party games and what they have to offer? Instead, they're being stupid. They're doing what PlayStation is doing. This is what's destroying PlayStation, is the fact that they're so heavily reliant on third party games. Nintendo, for the entire era of the Nintendo Switch and for most of their life cycle, they have been reliant on first-party games, first-party exclusives. Those are the games that sell the most on their system, on the Switch. So why are they being fucking dumb and they're over here just being like PlayStation, like, oh, hey, here's a bunch of third-party games? That's fucking retarded. Now look, I understand trying to get less people to buy a PlayStation 5 because they're no longer the only ones with those third-party games, but you still have to give us first-party games as well. It can't just be, look, third-party, and you still got dumbass people out here who are like, that's cool, Nintendo's getting a third-party game, but I'm gonna get it on the PlayStation 5. I'm gonna get it on the Xbox instead, because it's slightly more powerful. And it's like, oh, is it? Because they both look the fucking same to me. Oh, yeah, but Xbox and PlayStation 5, they got more powerful specs inside the hardware. So therefore, I automatically think in my small brain that it's gonna look better and run better. It's like, well, all right, well, fuck you. And, fuck President Furukawa for, wanting to cater to you guys when you guys are still going to buy these third-party games on other systems. Look, they can't like just try to let third-party games run the system, run the show, and do all the heavy lifting. They can't do that. They can't be doing that bullshit. They need to double down. They need to triple down on first-party exclusives. And I'm getting fucking sick and tired of us going very long periods, without seeing a Nintendo Direct that is just giving us banger after banger after banger. This last presentation, we should have gotten like 6 first-party games shown. Now, I'm not including the ones that we already know about. I'm talking about brand new games never seen before. You know how many fucking studios Nintendo has, and how many they've acquired in the last 10 years or so? There's no excuse for this. Look, when you have such a powerhouse of studios combined with the biggest library of IPs and franchises in the world, there's no fucking excuse to not be giving us more games than they're fucking giving us. And there's definitely no excuse for a lack of variety here. Good grief, not every fucking game's gotta be a JRPG game. I'm getting so fucking tired of that shit. I want to see Monolith Soft do something new when it comes to games. Except, is it just Xenoblade? Is Xenoblade the only thing they're capable of making? Can they at least try to make something that will appeal to the Western audience as well? And guess what? We have franchises that can do that. F-Zero can appeal to the Western audience. Fucking Punch-Out could appeal to the Western audience if done correctly. Don't just make it another standard generic Punch-Out game. You may add something. Add like a beat 'em up gameplay to it, to where you're traveling to the next event or whatever, and guys are trying to beat you up along the way, and you're having to beat up a bunch of guys on the subway train, in the parking lot, on the sidewalk, in the back alley, stuff like that. I don't know why that's so hard to think of. It shouldn't be that hard to think of. Same thing for an F-Zero game. You can make an F-Zero game where you're collecting bounty, you're chasing bad guys on the road, and at some point they're going to get off their vehicle, and now you have to chase them on foot, and it's like a running simulator where you're ducking and dodging lasers, stuff like that. I've explained shit like this numerous times. It shouldn't be hard to think of doing things like this. It should not. They had no issue bringing back Star Fox again, and not really doing things too differently. So why is it so fucking hard to do it with F-Zero or Punch-Out? But add some more content to it. So right now, that's my biggest problem right now with Nintendo. The current state of Nintendo right now, and I'm not attacking Nintendo here. Guys, understand this. When I make videos like this and I'm pissed off and angry because I feel like they're dropping the ball, I feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot, they're not freaking landing the killing blow on the competition as they should be fucking doing. I'm not angry at Nintendo as a brand. I'm not angry at Nintendo, the history of Nintendo, the Nintendo that we all grew up to love. I'm angry at the fucking idiots who are running it right now. They're not fucking doing what they need to be doing. All right? They don't understand the assignment. They should be crushing Sony right now. They should be crushing Xbox, and they're just not fucking doing that. Right now, it's like they're playing it safe, and they're just like, yeah, let's not put too many first-party games out there, because let's just let, we're getting so many third-party support now. Let's just let them do the heavy lifting, all right? Let's let third-party carry the system. If that's what's going on, that pisses me the hell off. That really fucking does. It shows how fucking stupid they are and how they're just not, they're not going for that final blow. They should be doing that. They should be going for the killing blow right now, and they're not. That's what's pissing me the hell off. That's what's aggravating me. And again, this is after so much backlash about the console being, the price of it being raised to $50, and the president himself, Furukawa, saying, oh, don't worry, we apologize, but expect a robust library of games to come. What robust of library games, Furukawa? What games are you even talking about? Third-party games? Games we already fucking know about? Where are the first-party games? Where? Let me tell you guys something. The best thing that I saw from yesterday's Nintendo Direct was the Donkey Kong Challenge. And yeah, that's because Donkey Kong is my favorite character, my favorite franchise. I love Donkey Kong. I've always been a fan of that character since I was probably 4 years old. Yeah, I've been a fan of Donkey Kong at that young of an age. All right, I've always loved Donkey Kong, and I want to see him get more representation. I want him to get more big games representing him. I love Donkey Kong Bonanza, definitely one of my favorite games. Way better than Super Mario Odyssey. I don't care what anybody says, that's a damn fact. I love Donkey Kong, and that's cool that there's a DK challenge mode, or challenge that we could play on the NSO. The only problem is the fact that it's a limited time thing. That should be not a limited time thing. Now, it is my hope that in the near future they actually make that into a game, similar to Nintendo World Champions, where it's okay, it's a huge compilation of different Donkey Kong games all added into one, and you're just doing all these different challenges. I think that would be cool, and that would be a good way to sell people on those games, which I think really it's Donkey Kong Bonanza is the only one you could purchase right now. You could get Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, but I don't know if that one's even included in the challenge. I'll have to check that out. It should be. But yeah, I mean that was the best thing, I would say. That, and I guess the collaboration with Super Mario Bros, where you could wear the Mario hat, the Luigi costume, and there's a bunch of Mario items inside the game. That's cool too, but I also think that's a limited time thing, or there's different events. Why is it limited? Why is it limited? Why is it a time thing or whatever? It shouldn't be like that. It should be a thing I could just fucking purchase and have forever. But that was literally the best thing. That was the most exciting thing. Now again, I understand that Ocarina of Time was spoiled, but again, they only showed 15 seconds of it. That's it. We only see 15 seconds of it, but yet they fucking waste our time on bullshit ass thumb wrestling. They're even having the guy, I forget his name, but he's there. They're doing a demonstration oh look, watch me play this thumb wrestling game. Look, there's no fucking way in hell they actually did that and thought that was going to excite us. There's no fucking way. I refuse to believe it. They have to be doing this to fucking troll us, or at the very least they're just trying to fucking create memes on the damn internet. They're just trying to fucking meme here. I refuse to believe that they're just that fucking dumb. They can't be that fucking stupid. They can't. Oh, here's a what is it called? Big Walk? A game where all you do is walk around the world and you explore and you just talk to your friends along the way, and that's it? No objectives, nothing to do? And they spend 3 minutes on that bullshit? I don't give a fuck about this. Show us something cool. Oh, here's Duskbloods for 10 seconds. What the fuck are they doing? This is such bullshit to me. This has to be like just them being stupid and being like, let's get people to just, meme about this, let's create a direct with meme potential. And it's like, okay, sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's funny when they do that, but right now they shouldn't be fucking doing that. They should be showing us more first party exclusives. So it's hard to tell what's going on. That's what pisses me off even more, is the fact that I don't understand what their thinking is with all this. I really don't. And again, I understand many of you guys out there enjoyed this Nintendo Direct. And you could say, well, I mean, JRPG fans absolutely loved it. That's cool. Problem is, those are the only people who loved it. People who are not JRPG fans absolutely hated it. Myself included. It should have been way better. Should have been way better. There should have been way bigger announcements and reveals. Xenoblade Genesis was probably the only first-party Nintendo exclusive that was a surprise announcement. Oh, and yeah, the Wii Sports Resort, but I mean, that's not really a new game, right? That's just a remake, or is this a game they're bringing back? And from what I heard, it's gonna have less sports to play. I'm not too sure about that. Don't quote me, but somebody in the comment section said that it's gonna have less sports. What the fuck? So yeah, I'm very pissed off with this Direct, and this is the angriest I've been about a Nintendo Direct since the one in 2015. I'll never forget that the Nintendo Direct back in 2015 when they finally revealed the Star Fox Zero game at the very beginning. That's the Direct that they had. They had Iwata, Reggie Fils-Aimé, and Shigeru Miyamoto as Muppets, and it was like, it was cool that they did that, but it was a shame that they were showing us lame-ass games that nobody would care about. They hardly had any first-party surprises. And then the way they ended it, ooh boy, that was fucking terrible. Just a random-ass montage of people singing the Mario theme song with their mouths or something. It was so fucking stupid. I'm never going to forget, that was probably one of their worst Directs ever. Now this one is almost as bad, but I can't say it's just as bad because there's so many people who liked it and enjoyed it, and most of that being JRPG fans. But it's still very bad, and I'm still very pissed off because it seems like they're getting away from what made the Switch such a powerhouse. Now they just want to be like PlayStation, like, look at the third-party support that we have. Fuck that shit, right? Fuck that. We need more first-party games, right? Anyways, this video went on long enough. I hope you guys understand why I'm pissed off and frustrated. I'm not angry at you guys if you enjoyed this event. I'm not angry at you guys whatsoever. I'm happy that many of you guys did. Me personally, I'm pissed off, and it's for a variety of reasons, most of which it's my fear of them drifting away from what made them successful, and that's getting away from, first party support, and them, just letting third party do all the caring. They can't be doing that shit. They cannot be doing that shit, alright? Anyways, I hope that makes sense to you guys. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. If you agree, disagree, whatever. Don't come at me sideways, right? There's no reason to do that shit. I'm not pissed off at you for being excited about it, so don't be pissed off at me for being disgruntled and pissed off, Again, I want them to fucking destroy PlayStation, and I feel like they're just not doing that. I feel like they're not taking advantage of this opportunity. They're doing so well. They're outselling them. They're doing all these other things, but just recently, the sales in Japan have went down quite a bit. All right, the sales have went down quite a bit after the price hike, and so they should have done much better to get more people on board. And who knows, maybe Japanese gamers are eating well because I all the damn JRPGs, but they need to be getting the whole world to want to buy this system. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. God bless each and every single one of you. Hopefully we get some good news to come soon. I'm going to be playing the DK Challenge a lot. That's going to be my game to just be playing because I'm a huge Donkey Kong fan. You guys let me know what you're excited for, what you're currently playing. I'll talk to you all later. See ya.